Thanks for tuning in today. Today we're going to talk about a special financing program for Florida first-time homebuyers that involves 100% financing with no mortgage insurance. This is one of the best programs that's out there today. Before we do that, I want to tell you who we are and exactly what we do. My name's Roger Lazzarino, and I'm a licensed mortgage loan officer and managing real estate broker for Mid-Florida Realty. My NMLS lending license number is 1123746. Our mission is to provide Mid-Florida Realty customers with the very best mortgage loan programs that suit their individual financial and credit profile. We're an unusual real estate company because so many of our realtors are either currently licensed mortgage loan officers or were so at one time or another. Many times we can do this by using some type of down payment assistance program, whether it's for first-time home buyers or using creative lending techniques. We specialize in helping Florida first-time home buyers with down payment assistance, as well as non-first-time home buyers achieve home ownership, whether we use down payment assistance programs or just old-fashioned creative lending techniques. We'll do everything that we can possibly do to get you the house that you really want that fits your budget. We work with some of the largest down payment assistance providers in the state of Florida. When we started the company back in 2014, we only had 2 or 3 different down payment assistance programs. Now we have over 20 different DPA programs that help first-time home buyers or people that have already owned a house. The real estate division of Florida Down Payment Assistance is Mid-Florida Realty. And to avoid any potential legal or ethical misunderstandings, we will not originate other realtors' customers' loans, advise any other realtors, loan officers, or their customers in any form of communications. We want to protect Florida first-time home buyers from getting misinformation from third-party realtors or mortgage people that don't deal with these programs on a day-to-day basis. With that being said, now let's talk about the loans. Okay, so for this program, you're going to need to have a minimum middle FICO score of 640. The interest rate for this particular loan is based on whatever your middle FICO score is. The higher your credit score is, the lower your interest rate is. Now this is actually a 100% mortgage financing program. However, it does not include financing of any closing cost into the loan. We do have a loan program like that, but your credit scores would have to be over 700 in order to finance the closing cost into the loan. Now this program has no upfront or monthly mortgage insurance, which is very unique, and it's technically based on conventional loan guidelines. So when a loan pre-approval is issued, it's issued as a conventional loan, which is music to a lot of listing agents' ears. That fact alone might actually push you over the top and allow you to purchase the house and beat your competition in this very heavily skewed seller's market. Another really neat feature of this loan program is it's based on the borrower's income only, not the entire household income. There are income limits to this program, but this by itself allows one of the borrowers, not both of the borrowers' income to be included in the loan application. That's basically known as a 1003 borrower's income application. Here's the first thing. You actually don't need to be a first-time homebuyer to qualify for this loan. We do market it to first-time homebuyers because it's such an amazing loan and they tend to be the ones that need it the most. You do have to take a very specific buyer's education class prior to closing. Now this class doesn't take very long and it's easy to go through, so we recommend that you don't take another class that may not pertain to this loan program. The income-based repayment program for student loans can be used at whatever the IBR payment is calculated on, exactly like you do on a conventional loan. Now, I can't tell you how important this is because when you compare that to an FHA-based loan where they have to use 1% of, let's say, a $100,000 loan, the FHA guidelines say that you've got to use 1% of that $100,000 against your back-end debt-to-income ratio, which means there's $1,000 that is now something you have to contend with, as opposed to what the IBR payment might be, which is always going to be a lot less than $1,000 a month. It might be $100, it might be $150, it might be $200, but you can bet that an IBR payment is going to be a whole lot less than 1% in 99.9% of all cases. So what does that mean for you? What it means for you is you can buy a nicer, more expensive house following conventional guidelines than the FHA guideline of 1% of what the student loan total balance is. There are some other very neat provisions of this loan, but they are very technical, and you'll just need to call one of us and we'll discuss it with you if this loan applies. The standard program is designed to use for the entire state of Florida, and we typically use this first-time homebuyers program when we can match it up in 3 situations. 1, low to moderate income census tracts. Now, there wouldn't be any type of income limitation on either the borrower or the household if this house is going to be in a low to moderate income census tract. The obvious question is, how do you know it's actually going to be in a low or moderate income census tract? Well, that's when number 2 comes in. If the census tract is in a 50.1 minority tract percentage, and that's going to include Hispanic, Latino, Asian Pacific, African American, Jamaican, American Indian, there's all types of minorities that are included in that census tract. With the great diversification of the United States, census tracts are now becoming more and more over 50% minority populated. Okay, let's just say that it doesn't fit into a low or a moderate income census tract, or the minority tract percentage is greater than 50.1. Well, then you have number 3. And remember, this program is only based on the borrower's income. So let's take South Hillsborough County, for example. Well, in zip code 33579, it's in a middle income census tract, and the minority population is only 47.44. But the income level for that sector is $69,200. Well, you take 80% of that, and it comes out to be $55,360. So let's just say one person in the family is making $55,000, and somebody else in the family is making $35,000. Well, that's $90,000 combined. Remember, we don't have to use the entire household income. We can focus in on the person that's making $55,000. As long as that individual isn't carrying a lot of debt, we can probably get them into a nice house. If none of these 3 scenarios work, well, we've got 20 more programs you can use. That's the great thing about working with Mid-Florida Realty. Unlike everybody else, we're not a one-trick pony. We've got over 20 programs that you can use. We will find you a nice house. Thank you for attending one of our YouTube seminars. All of our seminars are on our websites below. Please subscribe to our channel and you'll see and hear about a lot of different programs. All of us at Mid-Florida Realty feel that by educating our buyers/borrowers, you'll have a much smoother and a much more successful home buying process. If you have any questions about this or any other first-time home buyer or down payment assistance program, and you haven't made a commitment to a realtor, please call our office and we'll get you in touch with one of our local Mid-Florida agents who really are down payment assistance experts. Now, if you want to hear a little bit about our disclosures, you can wait for the next slide. Thanks again for attending, and hopefully we'll be speaking with you soon. Please understand that all mortgage loan products change from time to time or can even be canceled without notice by the sponsors. We're not always told about changes in the loan products that we discuss in our broadcasts. However, we present the current facts at the time these videos are developed. We suggest that you obtain current loan information directly from one of our loan officers or agents to determine if a loan product in its future current form aligns with your needs. Thank you again for attending one of our seminars. Take care and good luck.